Well, welcome back to another game of Play Action Football. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of this game. And in this game, we are going to continue what we started in the previous video, which was a game between the 2023 Packers and the Lions. So in Detroit, we are in the first quarter. Both teams have had one drive. It's 6-0 Detroit. They scored on a 25-yard touchdown throw from Goff to Laporta and missed the extra point. So that's where they are. We had a tipped pass at the end of the drive for the Packers, and that went for an interception. So picked off by, what's his name? Melifonwu. So we have first and 10 now. It's Detroit from their own 12-yard line. 11:15 left in the first quarter. We're going to try to finish out the first quarter here. That's probably all we'll have time for this morning. But this is using the new cards and the new mechanics for Play Action Football. So let's go first and 10 from their own 12, Detroit. I'm using the pass-heavy offense for both teams. Both teams greater than 55% passing, so typically 55 to 58%. I'm going to start moving toward using the pass heavy offense. If it gets a little bit too hardcore passing to rushing, then maybe I'll bring it back to the balanced a little bit, but or if the game situation changes. So we're at 2 passes and 1 run for Detroit so far. We've got an inside run. Detroit runs a 3-4 defense, so inside run to a base blitz. That's going to be a 0. Both teams have, Detroit has a +2 advantage. Green Bay a +1 on offense. So that retains their +2 advantage. So it's going to be a good one. 16 + 2 is 18 on an inside run is D6 +6, and that's going to be good for 12 yards. That run goes to Jamar Gibbs. So Gibbs up the middle, and he gets 12 yards on his first carry. That'll be first down and 10 from the 24. First down play. This is a short pass against a 3-4 defense. So short against the 3-4 is a -1, so that knocks them down to a -1 or a +1 overall. 17 + 1 is 18. On a short pass is D10 + 5, and that's going to be good for 8 yards. And the pass goes to Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first catch. So D10 + 5, that's 8 yards, right? And that will bring the ball out to the 32-yard line. Second down and 2 for Detroit. They're going to take a deep shot here. It'll be a nickel defense. So deep against a nickel is a -2. So that really just takes away their +2 advantage. So good defensive call there. It's going to be a 13 and a 13 on a deep pass. That's going to be good for 20 yards. That pass goes to Reynolds for 20. So Jared Goff hot in the opening going here as he connects for a first down. That takes it out to the 10, 20 to the 48-yard line of the Packers, and it'll be first and 10. First and 10, Detroit. Green Bay not with any answers so far. Inside run, just against a straight-up base defense. That's a +1, and that's going to be a +3 advantage. So 13 on the inside run. D6 + D6. That's good for 7, and that will be Gibbs again for 7 yards. And it'll it'll be second down and 3 from the Green Bay 41. Second down play, this is a medium pass against a base defense, and that's a -2, so that's going to be even overall. 16 on a medium pass. They keep rolling high. This is good for the Lions. D10 plus 9, so that's good for 10 more yards, and the pass goes to Amon-Ra St. Brown for 10, and that'll be a first down pickup for Detroit. .45 left. 10 yards takes it to the 31-yard line, so it'll be first and 10 for Detroit from their own, or from the Green Bay 31. Outside run to the blitz. Blitz is a -1, so it makes them a +1. 8 plus 1 is 9. On the outside run is a D6, and that's good for 2 yards. That'll be David Montgomery picking up a couple of yards on the outside. Couldn't quite get to corner. It's going to bring up second down and 8. All right, second down and 8. This will be an outside run against the blitz again. So same thing, +1 on the offense. 11 plus 1 is 12. D6 plus 2. And that's going to be 5 yards for Montgomery again, off tackle. And that will take it down to the 24. So it'll be third down and 3 for the Lions. Can they keep the drive going, or will Green Bay hold here? Third and 3. This is going to be a draw play against a blitz. Pretty good call. So that's a +1. That makes them a +3 overall. And 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 on the draw is going to be a D6. So they need at least 3. They get a 5, and that's going to be a first down as they run it down to the 19-yard line. And that run is from Reynolds for 9 yards. And the first down. So good call on the draw play. I'll bring up first and 10 from the Green Bay 19. First down and 10. This is a short pass against the blitz, and that's a 0. So they're a +2. 12 plus 2 is 14 on the short pass. Is D6 plus 4. That's good for 9 yards. The pass is going to go to, we had a short pass against the blitz. That's a 0. So our +2. So that would be 11 plus 2 is 13 on a short pass is D10 plus 2. Sorry about that. D10 plus 2 is a 10-yard gain. And that pass goes to Jamar Gibbs out of the backfield. So the Lions on fire here. It's going to be first down and 10. Not sure if I moved that or not. We're at the inside the 10-yard line, so we're going to switch over to our goal line offense. You can do that really at any time if you just need a short yardage play or whatever you want. First and 10, this is going to be an inside run to a base defense. That's a +1, so it makes them +3 overall. And 15 plus 3 is 18 on the inside run. D6 plus 6, and that's going to be good for 10 yards. That's a 10-yard run for Jared Goff. As he drops back, doesn't like what he sees, and he takes off around the corner, and he is going to score from 10 yards out as the quarterback takes it in for the TD. 6:45 left in the first quarter, and the Lions, let's say they kick the field goal here. No need to have to go for 2 yet. They're 1-92 to make on the field goal, and they make it there. So that's good. And it's now 13-0 Lions over Green Bay. This one looking real rough for the Pack so far. We got 6:45 left in the first quarter. We got a kickoff here, so let me just do this the right way. That's an 8 on the kickoff, 60 yards plus 4, so 64 yards takes it down to the 1. And the return for Green Bay is 16 yards. So out to the 17 is where they'll start. And that'll be 15 seconds off the clock. So we have first down and 10 for Green Bay from their own 17. They didn't have too many problems moving the ball before, but tip pass was intercepted. Only a 20% chance of that tip pass getting intercepted. That's what happened. So first and 10, this is an outside run against the base defense. Detroit runs a 4-3, so outside to a base is a 0. So the Pack retain their +1 advantage. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 on an outside run is a fumble. Can you believe it? Just turnover central here. So let's check and see. The run is to Corey Dillon. AJ Dillon. Sorry, not Corey Dillon. AJ Dillon. And we have to check on our fumble here, right? So if it's a 4, 5, or 6, it'll be the offense recovering. It's a 1, and that's going to be the line of scrimmage plus a D6. So the line of scrimmage plus 1 is where the fumble happened. So we'll say there was a, let's say there was a 1-yard gain and then a fumble on the play. Takes 30 seconds off the clock, and Detroit will take over first and 10 from the 18. Quick turnaround for the Detroit Lions defense. Man, Green Bay can't win for losing. Let's see if their defense can come up big with a stop. First and 10 for Detroit as they run back out onto the field. It's outside run against the base defense. So they have a +2 advantage. 14 + 2 is 16. D6 + 6. And that's good for 7 yards. The run goes to Jamar Gibbs. And Detroit looking like all-state, all-world at this point. Goff yet to miss on a pass. This is a medium pass. This is going to go against the blitz. So medium against the blitz is a -1, so that makes them still a +1 overall. 8 + 1 is 9. 9 on a medium pass is going to be a quarterback hurry. I don't know if you can see that, but 9 on a medium pass. So you just cross-reference those. And 9 is a quarterback hurry. That means that we've got a special mechanic for the quarterback hurry here, and we'll see what happens. A 7 is going to be a tip ball. And so then we go over to our tip ball chart, and a 4 is going to be incomplete. So the ball is tipped and falls incomplete as Jared Goff, with his first incompletion of the day, he was thrown to Laporta again, trying to connect with him. And that's going to bring up third down. Third down and 3. This is another medium pass against a dime defense. That is a -2, so that basically negates their advantage and makes them even Steven. So a 7 on a medium pass is just going to be an incompletion. So Green Bay holds inside their red zone, and that pass was set for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Can't imagine that Goff is going to go, 30 for 30. But we got a 4th down play here, and that means that there is a kick. We are at the 11, so what is that? 28 yards, 1 to 67. This kick will be good. It's a 78, and the Lions miss from 28 yards. Well, that's a punch in the gut, isn't it? So we take it back to the 18, and basically Green Bay gets a mulligan. They start over at their own 18. So a little chippy there. Definitely not a gimme. 20 of 29 for Detroit. That's the only bad zone for them. And they missed the kick. So it's going to be 1st and 10 as the Green Bay defense holds. And for Green Bay on 1st down, this will be a deep ball against the base blitz. Deep against the blitz is a +1, so that turns them from a +1 to a +2. Always helpful. 9 + 2 is 11. 11 on a deep ball is a quarterback hurry. So this pass is intended for Reed. There's a quarterback hurry, and that's going to come incomplete. So just out of the reach of Reed. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. 2nd down play, this will be a medium pass as Love drops back against the base defense. And medium, that's a medium against the base is a +1, so that makes them +2. 12 + 2 is 14 on a medium pass. That's good for 11 yards. And he connects with Musgrave for 11 yards. And that'll be a 1st down pitch and catch for Green Bay. 4 minutes left in the half, so 10, 11. Takes it out to the 29-yard line, and that's where they'll have 1st and 10. Medium pass again as they drop back 7 steps, and this is against a blitz as Detroit brings it. That's a 0, so the blitz negates the +1 against the 4-3 defense. So Green Bay has a +1 overall. We've got 8. 8 + 1 is 9. 9 on a medium is going to be another quarterback hurry as the blitz comes and forces something to happen. 4, that's going to be an incompletion. So the blitz forces the incompletion from Jordan Love, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. The pass was intended for Reed again. Second down play, this is an inside play against the blitz. That's a -2. Excuse me. So this will be A.J. Dillon up the middle against the blitz, and a -2 makes their +1 a -1. So 16 - 1 is 15, and that's going to be good for 7 yards. So they rolled high, even against the blitz, and Dillon for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. So 3rd and 3 from their own 36. And this will be a deep ball against a base defense. That's a +2, so that turns them into a +3. So let's see what happens here. 18 + 3 is 21. That's going to be some sort of penalty. And that'll be a pre-snap penalty on the defense. So illegal substitution on the defense. So that'll be good for 5 yards. And we'll replay that down. So penalties. Do have a place on here to keep track of penalties. So anytime the roll goes above 20 or below 2, that triggers a pre-snap penalty. But that's going to lead to a 1st down as they go out to the 41. So easy 1st down for Green Bay. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 41. Deep shot again from Jordan Love against a base defense. That's a +2. So they have a +3 on the play. 15 plus 3 is 18. They get a good chance for a big time shot here. That's 27 yards. And that's going to go to Reed. So they get it, air it out to Reed for a 27-yard gain. And that'll be 1st and 10, 10, 20, 30, 29, 28, 27. So that'll be down to the Detroit 32. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Pack. Medium pass again. This is going to be against a base blitz. Medium against a blitz is a 0, so they're a +1 overall. 12 plus 1 is 13 on a medium pass. D10 plus 6. Oh, 16 yards. So that pass goes to Reed again. So a nice connection from Jordan Love to Reed as they go for 16 and a 1st down. So 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. It will be 1st and 10, Green Bay from inside the red zone now. As they'll continue with the regular offense for just a bit. We'll see. A deep ball, you know, if they were to go for 27 at this point, which was the one here, then that wouldn't be a touchdown, or that would be a touchdown. So they're probably all right. All right, 1st and 10. This is a medium pass against the blitz. So Detroit comes with it. And that's going to be a +1 on offense to the offense. So 13 on a medium pass is D10 plus 6. So that's good for 13 yards. That's going to take us down to the 3. And that will be 1st and goal. The pass goes to Watson. Watson for a pickup of 13. 1:45 left in the quarter. 1st and goal from the 3. Let's get to our goal line offense. And we have a short pass against a blitz. Short against a blitz is a 0. So they are a +1 overall. 7 plus 1 is 8. On the short pass is incomplete. That pass intended for Reed again. So Reed getting the lion's share of the targets. It's now 2nd down and goal from the 3. 5. This is going to be another short pass against a base. That's a -1, so they have no advantage, just a 0. But a 16, that's a good roll. And D10 plus 3, so this is a, well, we'll see. D10 plus 3 is 9. They have 13 yards to work with, so 9 is inside of 13. And so that's going to be a TD pass. That's to Dobbs, who is seeing his first catch in action. And Dobbs for the 3-yard TD catch. So that takes us to 1 minute left. And let's see about the extra point. Extra point for Green Bay is 1-87. Kicking problems last year. But they make it here. And they put up a 7 spot in the 1st quarter. It's now 13-7. As both offenses able to move the ball. But costly turnovers from Green Bay have helped out Detroit at least. So let's go Green Bay on the kickoff. The kickoff is a 2. And a 2 is going to go for 64 yards. So down to the 1-yard line. I should give Love that touchdown pass. And the return for Detroit is a good one, 32 yards plus a D6. So So 32 plus 2 is 34, and that will be out to the 35 for starting field position. So good run back there. 34 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10, Detroit. They have a couple of plays here. We'll just finish them out, and then we will probably have to call this one quits. But this will finish out the first quarter. So Detroit 1st and 10, and they have a deep ball, and this is going to go against a nickel defense. So that's a -2. That totally negates their +2 advantage. A 13 straight up on a deep pass is good for 20 yards, and that's going to go to Laporta again, who's having a really excellent first half. So Jared Goff connects for 20 and a first down, and that takes us to 15 seconds. This will be the last play of the quarter, and Green Bay will have it 1st and 10 from, or Detroit from Green Bay's 45. First down play. This is a short pass against a base defense, and that will be a -1, so they're +1 overall. And 12 plus 1 is 13 on a short pass is D10 plus 2, and that'll be good for 11 yards. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's going to end our quarter. So it'll be Detroit's ball starting the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the Green Bay 34, as Detroit is just like a knife through butter going through the Green Bay defense. I mean, they are a +3, so this is not like unexpected for either of these offenses to do this. Green Bay is a +2. Detroit is a +3, and these are offenses that could move the ball for sure. So we're at the end of the first quarter. It's 13-7, Detroit over Green Bay. And you can see Love has hit on a few more incompletions, but just 2 incompletions so far for Jared Goff, as he has done really well for himself. All right, we will continue this one at a later date, maybe tomorrow, and we'll see how this goes. But if you want to go out and pick up play action football, you can go to clarkaddisongaming.com. At the top, if you're on a desktop, at the top there you can see a link for play action football. Just go there and you'll see all the seasons that are available. For the new cards and the new setup, I have the 2023 season and the 1991 season. So I'll be converting the 2007 and 1985 seasons. I'm already working on 85, so that will be converted probably in the next few days, as long as I can continue to work on it. And then and then I'll convert that 2007 season, and then after that we can start. I'll probably go back and work on the finishing up 2003 for Precision Baseball. I got a lot of P's in the games here lately. So Precision Baseball. 2003 is really close, so I just need to do a couple more things, I think, and then I can release that. And then we'll see about maybe another up-tempo season. I really want to do up-tempo with college basketball. I think that would be really cool, or the WNBA or something a little bit different, and just to see how that would play out with some other leagues. But you can get all this, so you'll get the special plays chart here. You'll get the penalties charts. You get 3 sort of running styles here. And so there's going to be a balanced, a run heavy, and a pass heavy offensive play calling. And that's if you're playing solo. If you're playing with a person, you just have cards that you can lay down. And so each person lays down a type of offensive card. The other person lays down a type of defensive card. And then on the card, you can actually see the different effects. So whether you have a defensive card or an offensive card, you can actually see, okay, if I lay this down and he plays this, or she plays this, then this is what's going to happen. I'm going to have this kind of advantage on the offense. So it's a little bit more cat and mouse. Here, I've just tried my best to create a good opponent for you. And, you know, I think that it leads to really accurate, I guess, games. And then on the back side of each one, you also have a goal line. And now the goal line for the pass offense, there's a little bit more passing as well. And for the run, there's a little bit less passing. And for the balance, it's what it's always been. You also get this new score sheet, which I've showed here. So it gives you the passing, rushing, receiving, kicking, any defensive plays. I added penalties, and then you have all the normal stuff that was up here before. If you are taking timeouts or you have your coaches challenges, you can use those. And then on the back side, you have it for the other team. So home and away. So away team on the front, home team on the back. And then you can put in all of the players who actually make catches or run the ball or whatever it is. And then you have some sort of like totals at the bottom as well. So that'll help you keep track of individual player stats and what they've done for the game. And then there's also a second score sheet. That score sheet looks like this. And it's just a little bit more straightforward and team oriented. So you have all the passing here, the rushing here, field goals, punts, kickoffs, penalties. You have everything that is on the other. It's just you don't have the individual players set up, and you can do the weather adjustments and the date, and make any of your team adjustments here. So +2, +1. So that comes with the game as well. And you're going to get all 32 teams if you do the 2023 season. 1991, I believe there were 28 teams. So you'll get every team. They'll be carded with these small cards like this. You have the offense and defense number, and basically you compare those in order to get your overall adjustments on every play. So because they have a 3 and a -1 on defense, that's a +2 advantage on every single play. And that advantage is important because it can move you sort of up and down on this. We have a single chart now for the play results. So it can move you up and down. And the more opportunities you have to move up, the more yards you're going to gain against the average. So that's just kind of typically conceptually how the entire thing works. And if the defense is better than the offense, and so that you don't have any adjustments, you're just sort of at the mercy of whatever this is. And in fact, sometimes, you know, having a positive adjustment because you're a better offense will negate sometimes even, you know, the defensive calls that are a -1 or -2. You've seen that so far. So sometimes, you know, Detroit has a +2, but the play for the play call, like if they throw a, I don't know, like if they run an inside run against a blitz, sorry, that's not right there against the 3-4. So if they throw a medium pass against the base defense, that's a -2 advantage to the defense. So that's like really throwing into the heart of the defense on a 3-4. And so that -2 negates that overall +2, which means they now have a 0 when they roll here. But sometimes if you have a weak offensive team, that -2 would actually lead to a -2 on the play. And so they would go from a 10 to an 8. So potentially D6 +1, potentially a 4-yard gain to a 3-yard, or even a 1-yard gain if it turned up to be just a 1. So there's a lot of variability in the game, and that happens because of the system of kind of head-to-head against each team. It makes some sense, but it also requires just a little bit of work on your part. But it's just simple addition of +1, +2, +3. So it's not, I don't think it's particularly difficult. It's just once you get into the flow of moving everything around, it's not such a big deal. Keeping track of player stats, that's like a whole addition. But if you're just playing, not too much cognitive load on you, and everything here is kind of easy to figure out as far as using the kickoffs and the punts, which we haven't had any punts yet, but we got all kinds of other things. There's coaches challenges here. There's weather, which we're in a dome, so there was no weather effects or anything like that. If you have a scramble or a quarterback hurry and it leads to a scramble, then you roll off the scramble chart here. Possibility for positive rushing yards, a fumble, penalty, or sack. And this sack here has a little caret on it, and so that says roll the D10 again. And then if you roll a 1, that means there's a fumble on the play. So possibility of a strip sack on the scramble. If it's a tipped ball, then you roll off the tip chart. You have a couple of interception opportunities. On the penalties, if there's a penalty, you roll against the penalty chart. If you see one of these yellow cells here, that means there's a flag thrown. And so you roll to see, was it a post-snap or pre-snap penalty or no penalty at all? And then also if you have something like this where it actually says there's a penalty, then you will roll for that. And anytime you see this little caret, you're going to roll to see if there was a fumble on the play. And then if there is a fumble, you would use this as the return. So a possibility of the offense jumping on the ball, so it's not necessarily like that the defense gets the ball every time. So if you roll a 4, 5, or 6, or 7 here on a medium pass, then the offense gets on the ball. So, yep. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to stop things here because I gotta start getting ready. But this is Play Action Football, so go ahead and check it out. I also uploaded the new cards and things to the demo. So if you want to try the game, you can go to the website. Like I said, click on Play Action Football and it'll show you all the seasons available. The demo is also there. It's free. You can download it. You'll get the last 4 teams from 2023, and you can play out the AFC and NFC championships and the Super Bowl if you want. And you'll get everything that you see here, plus those 4 team cards to just try out the game for yourself. And, you know, each game is going to take you 2 hours or so, maybe at the beginning 2.5. And it's full play by play. But you can get it under 2 hours, especially if you're not, once you get into a rhythm of it and into a groove. If you don't want to play some of these more detailed, kind of like I don't want to play any penalties or do anything like that. And, you know, there's some details you could probably leave out of the game, and that would be okay, just to kind of get a feel for how the game plays. But then we have, you know, multiple seasons from multiple eras, and a lot of fun to play, I think, and people are really enjoying it. And so go out and play it. If you play it consistently and you love it, make sure you tell somebody and let them know, hey, this is a great game, you should play it. And we'll keep cranking out more seasons on this one and see if we can build up a good catalog of seasons. All right, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section. If you have not subscribed to the channel, just click on subscribe, super easy. Especially if you find yourself coming back here all the time, because then you'll get notified when new videos are posted. Usually anywhere from 2 to 4 videos a week I am able to crank out, and lots of content, playing games, baseball, football, basketball, and you can check everything out on the YouTube channel. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. Super easy way to show your support. And if you want to connect with me personally, you can email me at clarkaddisongaming@gmail.com. You can leave a comment down in the comments section. You can go to the Facebook groups and look up Clark and Addison Gaming, and you'll be able to find us. Answer a few questions, and I'll let you into the group and agree to the group rules. And I'll let you in, and that's where you're going to get a lot of like inside information, pre-release kind of stuff, when things are coming out, what I'm working on. Sometimes I put those things here on YouTube, but a lot of times it's always going to go on Facebook first. And then if you catch me on some other group, that, you know, you can catch me there as well. But everything is going to funnel into the Facebook group, and then a lot of things happen. So this is a second place here on YouTube. So, all right, I think that's it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.